Hello friends, welcome to this video. Let's understand in detail about stitch length and stitch width of a zigzag stitch and a straight stitch. So what is a straight stitch? Let's see in detail. Now assume the needle stands here at this particular point. Press the motor once and the needle pierces, leaving a space. This length is known as stitch length. The length here in this video you can see we are stitching 3 stitches here, and the distance between the first 2 points is known as the stitch length. That is, length of one stitch is known as stitch length. Here stitch length is equal to 3 millimeters. Assume, say stitch length is equal to 7 millimeters. That is, we are increasing the distance between 2 points. So the length of the stitch increases, and now you can see the difference in this particular straight stitch. Again, now we are reducing the stitch length to 0.5 millimeters. What will happen? The distance between 2 points is going to reduce to 0.5 millimeter, and this is the stitch length here. You can see the difference. Now what is a zigzag stitch? Let's explain this in detail. Assume the needle is here at this point. Press the motor once. Now the needle leaves a slanting line and then pierces a point on the fabric. Press the motor again and it's going to leave another point in a slanting way. Now 2 times when you press the motor you get 2 stitches, and these 2 stitches together form a zigzag stitch. The distance between the 2 points, first 2 points, gives you the stitch length, and that has to be the same with the other 2 connected points as well. Now the distance between the unconnected vertices is known as the stitch width. Let's see, stitch length is equal to 3 mm and stitch width equal to 2 mm. Let's draw and see how it's going to be. Mark the points with a distance of 2 mm and with a stitch length of 3 mm. Mark the points initially and after that connect the points. So this is how it's going to be, zigzag, zigzag, like this. Now let's increase the stitch length to 10 mm and stitch width is going to be the same, 2 mm. So what could be the difference? Mark the points as per the measurements. After that, connect the points to give a longer zigzag stitch with a width of 2 mm. Now stitch length is going to be the same as 10 mm and stitch width is increased to 10 mm. Previously it was 2 mm, now it's going to be 3 mm. Mark the points with the given measurements and after that connect the points to give a beautiful zigzag stitch. This is how it looks like. Now what could be the stitch width of a straight stitch? The stitch width of a straight stitch is going to be 0. Why? Just think yourself and find the answer. Now let's understand all these stitches with the help of a machine. And when it comes to a machine, we have 3 knobs: tension adjusting, thread tension adjusting knob, and the first one stitch length and then the other one stitch width. So first give a straight stitch with the thread tension equal to 4 because it's a cotton fabric and I already know that 4 is a good thread tension. Now let's increase the thread tension to 5 and then let's do a straight stitch. You can see after stitching, you can see that as the thread tension increases, the tightness of the stitches are going to increase and slowly the wrinkles would start coming. Now we are increasing the thread tension to 9. This time the wrinkles will be nicely visible. See, this is the last one that I stitched now, and it has lot of wrinkles. The first one is the ideal one, that is thread tension equal to 4. Now what would happen if thread tension is going to be 0, 1, 2 or 3? Please check this out on your own. The stitch is going to be very loose as the thread tension is very less. If it is 0, it's going to be very loose and the thread and needle is going to get stuck sometimes and it's going to create trouble. Now put the stitch width to be 3 and stitch length as 4. We have finalized our thread tension to be 4, which is the ideal one. Now get on to stitching. What could be the ideal result? The expected result? It should be a zigzag stitch with stitch width equal to 3 and stitch length equal to 4. Let's understand the zigzag stitch little further. We are keeping the stitch length the same and stitch width is going to be varying. So stitch length equal to 1 and stitch width equal to 3. Let's start to sew and see how it's going to be. After that, keep the same stitch width equal to stitch length equal to 1 and increase the stitch width to 4. Increase the stitch width to 5 and stitch again. What could be the ideal result? Stitch for stitch width equal to 0 as well. What could be the ideal result? See, the stitch length is going to be the same and stitch width is going to be different. So you can see the difference here. Now the next one is stitch length is going to vary and stitch width is going to be the same. Put stitch length equal to 0 and stitch width equal to 2 and start stitching. Next, stitch length equal to 3 and stitch width is equal to 2 again. We have kept it stitch width equal to 2. Then after stitching again increase the stitch length to 5 and let's see how it's going to be. The output should be a zigzag stitch with a varying stitch length and stitch width must be the same. Do we have a stitch width for straight stitch? No. And how about the zigzag stitch? Now I just measured it using a scale and I found out that in the first case where the stitch length has to remain same, but it shows a 0.1 centimeter difference in length each time the stitch width varies. I hope the video has been useful for you. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching. Happy sewing.